Plaintiff, Ashley Springfield, met the defendant in college, and while living together, she was forced to rush him to the hospital as a result of his heroin use. Ashley claims the defendant nearly lost his leg because he was shooting heroin into it, and she's suing him today for breach of contract. Defendant Michael Cohen admits that he got into trouble with some things and spent a month in the hospital due to his drug use. Michael claims his hospitalization was a game changer, and since then, he's turned his life around, and he feels Ashley is suing him prematurely.
Start with you.
Okay. Myself and Michael Cohen have been good friends since about 2008. I've known him since college, and we met when we were doing criminal justice studies together. Some things happened in his life. He got a DUI and was having to do some time, so I offered to let him come and live with me to get him on his feet in Arizona. That then goes to the scariest moment of my life. I took a trip to San Diego for 2 weeks, and I came back, and unfortunately I found the defendant not doing so well. He had to end up being hospitalized and everything, and I ended up taking care of him then too. He lost everything. He lost the love of his life. He was dealing with legal problems and, just not having a good time in life.
And what type of illness did he have?
Unfortunately, he was involved with drugs.
When you say involved with drugs, smoking pot? I don't. You're trying to talk around something, because you don't get rushed to the hospital for weed.
Yeah. Right.
And nobody has to take care of you for weed.
Right.
So what are you talking about? Crack? What?
Unfortunately, heroin.
Okay. What'd you have to do for him to say take care of him?
I had to take him to the hospital. He was in the hospital for a month. After he got out, I was helping him with his dressing.
Oh, he was in rehab?
In
the hospital?
Yeah, he was in rehab.
Drug rehab?
Not in drug rehab, just rehab for his leg. He almost lost his leg.
Because he poisoned it with the use of heroin, shooting heroin in his leg?
Yes, sir.
So you took care of him. What month was that and year?
That was back in April of 2015.
Okay, April of 20. And these things need to be talked about, because there's a epidemic of pain pill use and heroin, and predominantly in the suburbs. Yeah. Nonetheless, moving right along, you give me some background on yourself.
Ashley, like we said, we went back in college, took a few classes together, we became good friends. I even considered her my best friend at one point. She is right, I did get into trouble with some things, but since I've learned a lot since being in the hospital for a month. It's quite the experience, and something I never want to go through again.
And you've changed?
Oh, the amount of pain, it was a big game changer for me.
Your recovery?
Yes.
Good.
Exactly.
All right. Do you want to talk any more about it?
I'm perfectly fine either way. I'm comfortable with it.
All right. I'll let you say anything you might want to say.
All right. Well, I was in recovery in the hospital for a month, meaning like in a gurney, being cared for, everything. Not a very enjoyable process. Humongous scar up and down both sides of my legs, had a fasciotomy. It's a very terrible experience to go through, and I just recommend anyone thinking about getting into the bad stuff to not get into the bad stuff. It's not good for you at all.
All right, thanks for telling everyone. It is an epidemic, so we need folks like you who are overcoming it, working to overcome it, to speak about it. Thank you. From suburbs?
Yeah. I consider so.
All right, ma'am, let's go to the $608 that you're suing.
Okay, when I let him move in, we opened up a phone plan for him with the understanding that I would get paid back eventually. We started that in, I believe it was August of 2014, and I have a breakdown of that with the phone bill and everything.
Let's see it, please.
Okay. Here are the bank statements, and
He's
here's the
denied
breakdown
he owes
of
you?
it. I'm sorry?
He has denied owing you?
Yes.
Okay. So you brought your proof. Sir, what do you say to this? She brings evidence.
I don't think I owe her because I believe she's suing prematurely. I told her that I could do certain amounts once I get back up on my feet. However, I'm not quite there yet.
When did you tell her that?
Over the past couple of months.
Okay. Is that true?
No.
When did he tell you?
He didn't tell me. He said, I'll get it back to you eventually. He didn't say when he would be able to do it.
Okay, and how long ago did he tell you that?
This has been over a year.
Okay. All right. And he hasn't updated you recently, and
Correct.
you accept that update?
He has not.
Okay. You do owe her, so I'm going to believe and accept her assertion because paying back when I can, it means I'll pay back within a reasonable amount of time, and 1 year is unreasonable. All right, judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Judgment for the plaintiff.
Really sorry that this happened between us. And
That text you sent me last night about I'm watching Roots ...
He's-
was a little disturbing.
What? I don't know
Thinking
what he's
about
talking
you.
about. You thinking about me?
That's what you said. You're thinking about me when you're watching Roots.
Watching Roots. Maybe. I don't know. I still love you, dude.
It's cool.